Hello guitar lovers of the internet, my name is Ollie and Ibanez have sent me a bass guitar for some reason. I'm not a bass guitar player by any means, but that doesn't mean I'm not enjoying playing it. It doesn't mean that I don't love playing it, and it doesn't mean that I can't talk to you about it today. So, without any further ado, my name is Ollie and let's get rockin'. This is a addition to the Ibanez 2022 lineup, and it of course is a headless bass guitar. It's the EHB1265MS in Natural Mocha Low Gloss. If I'm not mistaken, the EHB design was something that Ibanez did back in the day. I believe it was the 80s. I may have to check that. Feel free to let me know if I'm wrong. And it is something that they have brought back. Now, of course, headless instruments are making a huge comeback from, brands like Strandberg, Kiesel, etc. And Steinberg, of course, it is something that Steinberger. It's something that's been ongoing for a long time. So it, of course, makes sense that they are starting to bring them back into the range more and more and more. So, yes, very cool. Ergonomics are, of course, a big design feature on this guitar. You'll see that scattered throughout, as well as lots of premium quality components that really make this an excellent bass guitar for the money. So, yeah. Let's jump into the specs. Before I do though, if you're enjoying the video or if you enjoy it, feel free to hit that like button or even subscribe. It's just a click of the button, but it really does help. So let's get rocking. On this guitar, we have a body which is made of chambered ash. Chambered basically being that there are portions of the body which are chambered basically. They have wood removed in order to make the instrument more lightweight. Again, it's portable, it's great for going on the road, for going from A to B, super lightweight, and it's not going to hurt your back on stage. On top of that chambered ash body, we have a lovely walnut top, again with that natural mocha low gloss finish. Cool thing about walnut, of course, is that each guitar is going to look absolutely unique. Not one is going to look exactly the same. So very cool in that regard. In terms of the controls, we have volume, we have a balancer to go from bridge to neck, and then we do have Ibanez's, it's called the very mid 3-band EQ, which basically allows you to control treble, bass, and then your mid frequencies. More on that later. We also have a switch to basically engage the active EQ or to disengage it. Which we'll talk about soon. In terms of the bridge in this guitar, we have Ibanez's own MR5HS bridge. Basically, we have 5 individual saddles, plenty of space for intonation. Of course, being a multi-scale fan-fret instrument, we're going to have plenty of room for intonation, especially for down tuning. So that's great. Of course, because there is no headstock, we're going to use these 5 textured knobs here to make adjustments. We have Bartolini BH2 pickups. I'm enjoying them. I believe we get plenty of clarity, plenty of mid-punch, and not too much muddiness as well. That's the body. Let's take things to the neck. So this is a 9-piece. It's a graphite reinforced in the truss rod. It's a 9-piece Panga Panga and walnut neck. So graphite reinforcement, 9-piece, basically we are getting strength. We're getting a guitar that isn't going to need to be adjusted a lot. Especially, we're talking about something that's going to be portable. So if you're a touring musician, if you want to, chuck it in the tour van, even possibly in the airplane overhead cabin, it means that if you're going from one season to another on a plane, or if you're going from summer to winter, here in Australia it's starting to get hot, basically you're going to have stability. You're not going to need to make adjustments, which is great. So 9-piece Panga Panga and walnut neck. We also have a Panga Panga fretboard. We have lumen lace side dots, which are a added bonus for dark stages, help you to see where you are. 24 medium stainless steel frets. Stainless steel, again, great. It means we're not going to have to refret. You're not going to get string wear nearly as quickly as you would if they weren't stainless steel. And they're also very, very nice and smooth to play over as well, which is, obviously it's nice basically. So yeah, 24, of course, as you can see, and as I can certainly feel, it is a multi-scale fan fret instrument. I won't lie, because of course I'm used to playing, you know, electric guitars with straight frets. It is a little bit, it's a little bit strange at first, especially getting up here. It's easy to get lost, but of course, the more you play it, the more you're going to get used to it. And again, the main reason we're doing this is for intonation, especially for those lower strings. So yeah, that's the neck. In terms of where the headstock would be, of course, we have Ibanez's own system for keeping the strings in place. So I believe that's most of the features. Before we talk about some sounds, we have a Nutric jack connector there. So basically super secure. That's not coming out unless I press down on this little red latch here and then pull it out. We also have Shala S locks included with the guitar as well. Super secure, so you can easily swing it around your head during the breakdown. And yeah, it's not going to go flying and hit the bass drum or something. We've all seen the videos of it happening. Also included is a premium gig bag. No, it's not a hard case. It's not a canvas case. It is a gig bag, but don't think a soft, flimsy one. It is a decent quality bag. We also get a detachable finger ramp to go in between the pickups for if you're playing finger style. So yeah, I believe that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Always happy to help. Now let's talk some sounds. So today I'm going, thank you so much to my good friend Bella on the bass for lending me her tone hammer, which I'll show you up on the screen. So I'm just going from the tone hammer straight into my Scarlett 2i2 Gen 3. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go for it. We'll start off on the bridge side of things and work our way, and then I'll talk you through the active 3-way EQ as well. Let's roll! So we've just heard the balancer go from the bridge over to the neck. Again, this is the Bartolini BH2 pickups. So in terms of the EQ, as I mentioned before, basically we have options to control the treble. Control the bass, which is basically the difference between sounding like you're coming out of a radio and me about to get evicted from my apartment. You get the idea of that one. So the cool thing about these two is that they are notched in the middle. So basically, if you don't want to cut or boost the treble or bass frequencies, I believe it disengages that if you have it notched in the middle, or it just doesn't color the tone at all. So when it comes to the mid, we have a bit more control. Obviously, bass players are going to value having more control over the mid frequencies, as that's going to get us all of our punch. So, similar to the treble and bass, we have the notch knob on the top, which is basically going to allow us to boost or cut frequencies. So this is going to be cutting. And this is going to be boosting. Where we get even more functionality of that, this bottom knob here allows us to control, which treble, whether it's a, sorry, not treble. It allows us to control which mid frequency we are going to boost or cut. It gives us a scope. Again, great. It means you're not going to be walking back and forth between your amp, and yeah, it's just going to make things easy for you basically. So that is a great feature there. I'll leave it notched in the middle. If you don't want to use it, as I believe I mentioned before, you can disengage. That's also going to come in handy if your battery dies, I believe, as you should be able to carry on using the bass. So yeah, so this is the guitar without the active EQ. Here it is with again. So there is quite a lot of difference there, as you can notice. When we have the EQ disengaged, we do also have the treble control from the EQ turns into a global tone control. And I believe that is all of the features on this very, very cool bass guitar, which I have certainly enjoyed playing today. So if you have any questions, again, let me know in the comments. If you liked it, give it a thumb up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumb down. And if you want to, hit subscribe as well. My name is Ollie, and this has been the new for 2022 Ibanez EHB1265MS, once again in Natural Mocha Low Gloss. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.